We have all seen Breaking Bad, the story of Walter White, a family guy who teaches chemistry as a profession. In the season, Walt gets sick and goes to a doctor to get checked up. And when the reports come, his life changes forever. The diagnosis lung cancer, stage 3. Suddenly, every moment felt louder, every choice heavier. Instead of giving up, Walter decided to cook meth with his former student, Jesse Pinkman, to make money for his cancer treatment. What began in a rusty RV on the edge of the desert became something no one ever saw coming: the Great Meth Empire. The characters start to unfold as the season progresses, each playing their part in Walt's rise to power, until things start to fall apart and the great Heisenberg is brought to his knees. His empire collapses. The most iconic and turning point of the show was this exact moment when Hank Schrader, Walt's brother in law, who is also a DEA agent, finally figures out that Walter White is in fact Heisenberg: a book, a bathroom, and a name that blew the truth open. But what if that moment never happened? What if Hank never opened that book? Let's find it out in the flip side. In this reality, Hank washes his hands, dries them, and walks out. The book untouched. The storm delayed. At the next family barbecue, Walt and Hank shared happy moments, flipping burgers in a beautiful sunset. Because in this world, nothing has gone wrong. Not yet. And the car wash runs perfectly. Customers come and go, unaware that their vehicles fund a global meth empire. Walt strolls to his office, calm, calculated, and invisible. The lab runs all day alone precisely. Production is smoother than ever. No DEA, no fear, no pressure, just profits. And the money starts to stack up, enough to lose count. Walter sits on top of it proudly, not as a man who needs help, but as a man who became the storm. Skylar counted by machine now. No words, no questions, just a quiet acceptance that this is her life now. Hank still hunts Heisenberg. He connects the dots, he follows all the trails, but they all lead nowhere. He never suspects Walter White. They even give him a medal for cleaning the streets, for solving petty cases, not knowing that Heisenberg is right behind him. Meanwhile, out there, Heisenberg becomes a legend, a ghost story for criminals, a name without a face, a myth born from silence. But the inevitable cracks start to appear. Jesse grows quieter. Guilt wraps around him like a second skin. He still believes in Walt. Todd, young and untrained, starts to make mistakes. Lydia whispers over phones, chasing profits with paranoia, scared that the truth can be uncovered any moment. And finally, Jesse, out of depression and desperation, finally breaks. He talks to the DEA, but he never gives Walt away. The mystery of Heisenberg still remains somewhere out there. And in all of this chaos, Walt's power slips. He has made new, much more powerful enemies now. He hides from cartel, old enemies, and new threats. Cancer returns, and Walt spends most of his time hiding from all these threats in motel rooms. Skylar becomes too much fed up from all that drama, and for her family's safety, she decides to take a break from Walt. She moves to a new city and starts a new life. Jesse lands in jail. He takes the fall, and despite all the pressure from DEA, he still remains loyal and protects the one man he trusted. Even now, Walter White fades into a legend, yet alive out there, but so dead from inside. And one fine morning, Heisenberg dies. Not in a blaze of glory, but alone, coughing blood on dirty motel sheets. His body found by no one who knew the truth. No news, no closure. A few months later, while working in his office, Hank receives a package. Inside, a USB, surveillance footages, confession tapes, and some old photos. One photo showing Jesse and Walt together. The truth finally reaches him, but it's too late. Only the wind remembers him now. Only the desert whispers his story. A head, a memory, a legend long gone. That's the timeline where Hank never opened that book, where evil thrived quietly, where Heisenberg did not fall, he just disappeared. If you want to flip more stories, please subscribe us, hit like, share this video, and let us know in the comments which timeline we should flip next.